Good
Good
evening,
evening,
everyone.
everyone.
I'm
I'm
Harshita
Harshita
with
with
my
my
co
co
host
host
Satya.
Satya.
Truly
Truly
delighted to
delighted
be
to be
your
your
host for
host for
today's
today's
important
important
and
and
thought
thought
provoking
provoking
webinar
webinar
on
on
AI
AI
and
and
CyberShield,
CyberShield,
friend
friend
or
or
foe.
foe.
As we
As we
all
all
know,
know,
in
in
our
our
digital
digital
first
first
world,
world,
AI
AI
is
is
becoming a
becoming a
powerful
powerful
force
force
that
that
touches
touches
every
every
part of
part of
our
our
lives,
lives,
from
from
online
online
banking and
banking and
shopping to
shopping to
social
social
media
media
and
and
workplace
workplace
security.
security.
On
On
one
one
hand,
hand,
AI
AI
is
is
our
our
strongest
strongest
ally.
ally.
It
It
detects
detects
cyber
cyber
threats,
threats,
prevent
prevent
frauds,
frauds,
and
and
protect us
protect
in
us in
real
real
time.
time.
Yet, on
And
the
on the
other
other
hand,
hand,
it can
it can
also
also
be
be
turned
turned
against
against
us.
us.
Cyber
Cyber
criminals are
criminals are
using
using
AI
AI
for
for
advanced
advanced
hacking,
hacking,
deepfakes,
deepfakes,
and
and
smart
smart
attacks
attacks
that
that
are
are
harder
harder
than
than
ever to
ever to
defend
defend
against.
against.
In this
In this
webinar, we
webinar, we
will
will
explore
explore
both
both
sides of
sides of
AI
AI
in
in
cybersecurity,
cybersecurity,
discuss
discuss
real
real
world
world
cases,
cases,
and look
and
at
look at
strategies
strategies
for
for
individual
individual
and
and
organizations
organizations
to
to
build
build
stronger
stronger
safeguards.
safeguards.
This
This
webinar
webinar
is
is
being
being
organized by
organized by
Naksh
Naksh
Foundation
Foundation
under
under
its
its
Cyber
Cyber
Awareness
Awareness
Initiative,
Initiative,
the
the
Project
Project
CyberShield.
CyberShield.
Naksh
Naksh
Foundation is
Foundation
a
is a
non-profit
non-profit
organization
organization
dedicated to
dedicated to
driving
driving
social
social
change in
change in
India,
India,
with a
with a
focus
focus
on
on
key
key
areas
areas
like
like
education,
education,
cyber
cyber
safety,
safety,
legal
legal
aid,
aid,
and
and
women
women
empowerment.
empowerment.
The
The
Project
Project
CyberShield is
CyberShield
a
is a
noteworthy
noteworthy
initiative
initiative
aimed at
aimed at
combating
combating
cybercrime
cybercrime
through
through
awareness
awareness
and
and
education by
education by
tackling
tackling
critical
critical
issues
issues
around
around
cyber
cyber
safety
safety
and
and
leveraging
leveraging
legal
legal
frameworks
frameworks
against
against
cybercrime.
cybercrime.
They
They
are
are
working
working
towards
towards
a
a
safer
safer
digital
digital
environment for
environment for
all.
all.
Before we
Before we
begin,
begin,
I
I
kindly
kindly
request
request
all
all
participants
participants
to
to
keep
keep
your
your
microphones
microphones
on
on
mute
mute
and
and
please
please
keep
keep
your
your
video
video
turned
turned
off
off
unless
unless
you are
you
in
are
a
in a
proper
proper
setting.
setting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sanyam,
Sanyam,
it
it
started
started
just
just
now.
now.
If you
If you
have any
have any
questions
questions
during the
during the
session,
session,
drop
drop
them in
them
the
in the
chat
chat
box.
box.
They'll be
They'll be
addressed
addressed
during the
during the
Q&A
Q&A
session
session
at
at
the
the
end.
end.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
for your
cooperation. Now
cooperation.
let
Now
us
let us
move to
move
the
to the
highlight of
highlight of
today's
today's
session.
session.
Over to
Over
you,
to you,
Satya.
Satya.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Harshita.
Harshita.
It
It
is
is
my
my
privilege to
privilege to
introduce our
introduce our
esteemed
esteemed
speaker for
speaker for
today,
today,
Mr.
Mr.
Suman
Suman
Malik.
Malik.
With
With
over a
over a
decade of
decade of
academic and
academic and
professional
professional
expertise
expertise
in law
in law
and
and
technology,
technology,
he is
he is
currently
currently
serving as
serving
an
as an
assistant
assistant
professor
professor
of
of
law
law
at
at
Lingayas
Lingayas
Vidyapit,
Vidyapit,
Faridabad,
Faridabad,
and is
and is
currently
currently
pursuing a
pursuing a
PhD
PhD
at
at
Manav
Manav
Rachna
Rachna
University,
University,
specializing in
specializing in
artificial
artificial
intelligence,
intelligence,
human
human
rights,
rights,
and
and
international
international
humanitarian
humanitarian
law.
law.
A
A
strong
strong
academic
academic
foundation
foundation
underpins
underpins
this
this
journey,
journey,
holding an
holding an
LLM
LLM
from
from
Queen
Queen
Mary
Mary
University of
University of
London
London
and a
and a
BBA
BBA
LLB
LLB
from
from
JGSIPU.
JGSIPU.
Over the
Over the
years,
years,
Sir
Sir
has
has
collaborated with
collaborated with
leading
leading
organizations
organizations
in
in
law,
law,
governance,
governance,
and
and
technology
technology
and
and
conducted
conducted
specialized
specialized
training
training
programs
programs
for
for
diplomats,
diplomats,
army
army
officers,
officers,
and
and
industry
industry
professionals.
professionals.
An
An
accomplished
accomplished
researcher
researcher
and a
and a
thought
thought
leader,
leader,
Sir
Sir
has
has
authored
authored
multiple
multiple
international
international
publications
publications
in
in
reputed
reputed
journals
journals
and law
and law
reviews
reviews
and
and
presented
presented
groundbreaking
groundbreaking
research
research
at
at
prestigious
prestigious
conferences
conferences
in
in
India
India
and
and
abroad.
abroad.
Beyond
Beyond
academia,
academia,
Sir
Sir
also
also
holds a
holds a
UK
UK
design
design
patent
patent
in
in
e-commerce
e-commerce
inventory
inventory
management,
management,
a
a
testament to
testament to
innovation
innovation
and
and
interdisciplinary
interdisciplinary
expertise.
expertise.
Currently,
Currently,
Sir's
Sir's
research
research
focuses
focuses
on the
on the
intersection of
intersection of
AI,
AI,
law,
law,
and
and
human
human
rights,
rights,
actively
actively
shaping
shaping
policies
policies
for a
for a
secure
secure
and
and
ethical
ethical
digital
digital
future.
future.
With a
With a
passion for
passion for
bridging the
bridging the
gap
gap
between
between
law,
law,
technology,
technology,
and
and
global
global
governance,
governance,
Mr.
Mr.
Suman
Suman
Malik
Malik
continues to
continues to
contribute
contribute
meaningfully to
meaningfully to
global
global
conversations
conversations
on
on
AI,
AI,
cybersecurity,
cybersecurity,
and
and
human
human
rights.
rights.
Before we
Before we
begin the
begin the
session, I
session,
would
I would
like to
like to
make a
make a
small
small
announcement.
announcement.
For
For
all the
all the
participants, they are
participants, they're
kindly
kindly
requested to
requested to
fill the
fill the
feedback
feedback
form
form
which
which
will be
will be
available at
available
the
at
end
the
of
end
the
of the
session.
session.
Please
Please
note
note
that it
that
is
it is
mandatory for
mandatory for
receiving the
receiving the
certificate of
certificate of
participation.
participation.
Now,
Now,
without
without
any
any
further
further
today I would hand it over to our speaker, Mr. Suman Malik, to share his invaluable insights.
A very good evening to all of you. And I think Satya already gave my introduction, so I'm not going to tell about myself further. I think she gave a lot of details. And thank you so much, Satya, for such a kind introduction. And before starting, I would like to thank Naksh Foundation for organizing such session, which is going to be very informative for the students especially. And in this session, we are going to talk about the artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, the interconnectivity in both the field. Plus, there are some additional addition topics which I would like to contribute in this particular topic as well. So now I'm going to share my screen for PPT. Is it okay?
ఓకేనా పడుకో.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
సరేనా బాయ్.
Can everyone see my PPT? So today's our topic is AI and cybersecurity, friends of foe. So it is a question which is, I will say, very like controversial as well. Like we tend to define everything as a friend or a foe. But I think so. We should not restrict ourselves to this particular terminology. But I will tell you at the end whether AI is a friend or foe. Nevertheless, I will tell you. But I think AI is more than a friend or foe. I think, or I will say, it will be a more useful tool for us as a human civilization going forward. So let's start with our first. So this is the content of today's lecture. So the first content, the things we are going to see is what is AI. Second, we are going to see a brief historical evolution of AI. Then we are going to see what is cybersecurity. Then interconnection between AI and cybersecurity. The fifth topic we are going to cover is the benefit of AI in cybersecurity, risk and challenges of AI in cybersecurity, laws related to AI and cybersecurity in India, landmark judgments in India, and what are some of the future trends and recommendations at the end of it. So, the first and foremost question is, what is AI? So, artificial intelligence actually refers to an behavior of a human intelligence in a machine, which enables them to perform tasks like learning, reasoning, and problem solving. And AI is not only restricted to the very formative or like a very basic level of AI. Now we can see the AI has coming to the new age of theory of mind also. We are going to talk about it in a little bit later. So let's see in simple terms, if I have to explain what is AI. So AI is nothing but an expression of a human in a mechanical way. So a machine which performs human functionings like thinking, learning, reasoning, problem solving. Those all are considered as AI, artificial intelligence. Currently, we have three types of AI. The first is your narrow AI, which is a task-specific AI. The examples are like the voice assistants like Siri. So these narrow AI are designed for a very specific functionings, like the voice assistants like Siri, like Amazon assistants. So these type of AI have a very restrictive knowledge of providing the assistance in a very specific task which are allotted to them. They cannot think beyond this specific tasks. They can only, in some cases, they can only go to the historical search of its own search engine, but it will be a limited. It's not going to be the very deep historical search. The second type of AI is the general AI, which is the human-like intelligence across tasks. It is an emerging technology. Still, the world is working on it. And these kind of AI would demonstrate the human-like cognitive abilities across diverse domains. So these AI are not going to be restrictive as the earlier AI. These AI are capable of doing the tasks which are not only allotted to them, but more than that. Like for example, an AI can perform not only just to give you the simple answers of a particular question, but it can help you in a home assistance as well. It can help you in driving the car. It can help you in making the assignments and projects in different in physical and in theoretical way, both of them. So these human-like intelligence across tasks, these general AIs are now emerging technologies. They are still scientists are working on it, and in coming years we are going to see some of the examples of general AI also. Right now, some of the example we can say is the your self-driving cars, which are near to that, but not completely to that. They are now some of the universities like MIT and other universities, even in India's, are also working on robotics, which can perform and help you to serve like the serving in the restaurants, or help you in guarding your society and everything. They are making guard dogs also. So those guard dogs not only alert you who are coming to your home, but they can also be weaponized as well. We are going to talk about what are the negative impacts of the this general AI going to be. But let's keep it to at this level. Let's keep it up to that these general AI can perform the multiple tasks which are performed by humans. Now, was put by Alan Turing in the Turing test in 1950. So, this test was actually proposed in a paper which was titled as Computing Machinery and Intelligence. So, what this paper do? This Turing test put a question before its reader, and it changed the subject from what is thinking to can machine think. So this is a very turning point. This turning test is very important when it comes to the AI. Nowadays, if we see the chat GDP and everything, so we actually put chat GDP and other same LLM models like Gemini AI or Grok AI to this particular turning test. So this turning test says that how much machine can think and up to a what level, like can machine give the answer as correct as human intelligence, can machine give an answer which is very hard to differentiate that it is an answer which is given by the machine itself or by a human. So what Alan Turing did in this Turing test, he put I will say a drama, a kind of, he created a drama of a court system where a judge has been presented the argument of two sides. One is machine and one is from human. And the test is that how much a judge is able to differentiate that this particular argument is put forward by a machine or by a human. So this is called a Turing test. Turing test is basically nothing but is to test how closely AI or how close the answer of AI to a human answer. Like, are there feelings involved? Are there cognitive thinking involved? So this test is very important when it comes to the AI. Now, the first time the terminology AI is put in the conference in 1956 by Dartmouth in the Dartmouth conference. So it is the first time when this terminology came in light. After that comes to the 1960s and 1970s. This is the first time when Eliza, it's a chatbot. It's the first chatbot of the world, which is created in 1996, and it was actually cut down because of the funding cuts and the shortage of fundings in it. Then to 1980s and 1970s, then there's an expert system was created by IBM Deep Blue Beat Chess Champion in 1997. It is the second AI winter, and this under this chess champion actually beat the human in the sports of chess. Now come to the 2002 2010. Now the machine learning actually booms with the Google and AlphaGo, which defeated Go champion 2016, and rise of deep learning also increased. And after 20 I will say after 2020, in the 2020 till now, we are seeing the rise of AI systems like the chat GTP, Gemini AI, which are all are the LLM models. So we can see how these evolution within, I will say, 7 decades has completely changed from raising the questions, can machine think, to now the era of chat GTP, where the machine can give you the answer which you ask them in a very, I will say, systematic manner. Can it still think like a human being? Can it still deliver the answers like a human being? It is still to think. In some aspects, it is actually performing better than human beings, your current LLM models, but in some aspects, it is not. Especially when it comes to the legal field, these LLM models like ChatGPT are tend to we see that they are tend to give the wrong answers, especially if we see the citations. They give the wrong citations, and sometimes they give the wrong sections of the particular case if we want to ask to them. So I will I will say a warning to the law students, especially, please do not use ChatGPT while making your assignments, because most probably it is going to give right now a wrong answers to you. But still, in some field, it is giving a very accurate, or I will say a human-like answer, and in some scenario, even better than human. Now, okay, so for this presentation, I especially tried the Eliza. So Eliza, as I already told you, is the first chatbot. So you can see, so I asked her the question. So now we can see the huge difference in the technological development which took place from 1966 to till 2020. So see the questions which I asked. First, I normally like ask him, hi. So she replied like, it's a nice to be chatting with you. I asked, how you doing? Then she replied, we were discussing you, not me. Okay, quite, I will say, intelligent. Can you help? I asked. And she said, is it you would like to be able to help? I asked the simple question, what is animal? And again, she asked, what is that you really want to know? So you can see how disconnected the answer this particular, I will say, Eliza is giving, which is made in 1966. Now, now compare it with the Chat GTP. If we say hi, he directly reply to, hi, how are you doing? How's your day, man? He will answer you like a human being. It will sometimes feel like you are chatting with your friend. So you can see how much technology has developed or changed since the phase of Eliza to Chat GTP or Gemini AI. Now, let's come to and let's know what is cybersecurity. Now, cybersecurity is actually a practice of protecting systems, networks, and data from digital attacks, unauthorized access, or damages. So, cybersecurity is basically a platform which help you to protect your network and data from any kind of unauthorized access. Now, there are certain core principles of cybersecurity like confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So these core principles, as we sometimes we teach in the class as CIA. So what is confidentiality? So the core principle of cybersecurity is to make sure that your data is protected or your data is confidential. That means that your data has only been accessible to by the authorized owner of that particular data. For instance, if my data like my name, my height, my address, my phone number is on internet, then it should be only and only accessible to me, not anyone else. So it is called confidentiality. Then is integrity. Now what is integrity? Integrity basically means preventing unauthorized changes. Means that in the data remains accurate, it remains constant and unaltered. So these three things makes the integrity much better. So the data in which you uploaded, like if I uploaded today my data of like my age, my number, and everything related to me on a website, so the data should remain as I put forward. It should not be altered. So suppose if my phone number is 000, so it should not be changed to 100 or 011. So this is what integrity means. It means to preserve the data as it is in the natural way as the user or authorized person put it in the on the internet. The third principle of this cybersecurity is the availability. So availability means that keep basically keeping the system accessible. So if I am the authorized, I will say the person who should have the access to the data which I have. So the data should always be available to me. It should not be deleted or gone away from the internet. Again, if some of the students have put some of their research paper on internet, then it should be there. If it is not available on internet anymore, then it means that the cybersecurity has failed or someone deleted your paper from the internet. So these three core principles: confidentiality, integrity, and availability, make the cybersecurity I will say a reality, and it is are the core principles of cybersecurity which should not be breached by anyone. So how generally we see like how these some of these common, like some of the common threats because of which cybersecurity has been disturbed. So some of the common threats are like malware, phishing, ransomware, Trojan attacks, and lot many more cyber attacks which we see like DoD's attacks and everything. So what are these attacks are? So these attacks actually make your cybersecurity vulnerable. These threats attacks your the core principles of cybersecurity. What are your core principles of cybersecurity? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So these threats usually attack the core principles of cybersecurity. One of my favorite threats in cybersecurity. Well, you must be thinking, sir, how you can have such a favorite threat which is like going to harm the cybersecurity? But if you're going to read them in detail, you're going to find them very interesting. So my one of my favorite common threat in cybersecurity is Trojan attack. So this Trojan attack, why it is interesting? So how I believe a lot of you must watch the movie Troy. So what happens in that movie Troy? They are unable to destroy the walls of the city, and the city is well protected. So what they do, they create a horse-like structure and left the place. So when the doors open, when the doors of the city opens, they thought like the soldiers of another country, they left, and they left us a gift, like they accepted the defeat. So what they do, they bring that particular wooden horse in their city, and throughout the night they dance, they drink, they celebrate their victory. They were celebrating that, see, we win, we again win the battle. No one in the history able to destroy our walls or breach our walls and never ever able to enter our city Troy. But when night comes, the what happens, that wooden horse is a secret chamber for the soldiers of different armies. So they open the chambers, they come out of the wooden horse, and they open the gates of the city, and the enemy army came in. Now this particular, I will say, the Troy city incident and the attack on the Troy, and the use of this Trojan horse is very similar to the Trojan attack. What happens in this particular attack? That someone will send you, I will say, a malware or something, or some mail which is presenting itself as a friend to you. But when you click on that particular link, it will hijack your system, and it will capture your entire system and overload, and sometimes overload your system as well. So these kind of cyber attacks are basically main, I will say, threat to the core principles of cyber security. Now, what is the interconnection between AI and cybersecurity? So, up till now, we have seen what is AI, types of AI, a little bit historical evolution of AI. Then we have seen what is cybersecurity. Now, we are going to see how they both are interconnected. So, AI actually as a tool enhance the detection, automation, and response of cyber defense. So what happens now? Usually in traditional way, the cybersecurity threats has been responded to manually. But now with the help of AI can detect these attacks in advance. It can prevent these attacks in advance even happening. It's not, AI is not only helping our systems to protect it from, I will say, hostile software. It will actually predict that certain software can attack you also. So it can predict the future, like what kind of defenses you need, what are the attacks can be happen to your system, and it will give the solution. It also help you, if the sudden attack happen, it will help you in that way also. Now that AI has a dual nature in when it comes to the cyber security. It can be a friend and it can be a foe. It can be both. You can use AI to ramp up your cybersecurity, but the same AI can be used against you as well. It is not only that we have the AI, or like suppose if we take the example of India and China, like if China tomorrow wants to do a cyber attack on India, so it's not only that the India have the AI to protect its system, but China is also going to have AI which going to attack our system. So it is going to be a very complicated situation in coming future, and it is becoming a reality, and there are a lot of instances in the world where we are seeing nowadays where the AI has been used as a tool of cyber attacks, especially if I think how many of you, I will now let me ask this question, how many of you are aware of the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine? Okay, I think Roshan says he's aware. Okay, so I can see one or two people, those who are aware about this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So what happening in this conflict? There is a very heavy use of artificial intelligence going on right now. So a lot of people are not talking about this. People are only talking that AI has been used only in drones. No, AI is not only being used as drone, but Russia is also attacking Ukraine by by using malware or phishing. They are overloading their systems, so they are overloading their defense system by using the help of AI. So AI, we can see and this is one of the first wars where we can see the proper use of AI. Another conflict. How many of you are now aware of Israel and Palestinian conflict? Okay, again I can see well, that's very good. So in this conflict also, Israel is using lot of AI systems, specifically the predictive AIs. So what predictive AI do? It will predict that how many people are like who are the people going to attack their territory, or who are the potential people, or who are the potential threat to their security. So AI, so now since 2022, we are start seeing the how AI is start getting used in wars as well. Not alone the your daily usual cyber frauds like money stealing of money from your bank account and everything, but now it is full fledged getting used in wars and everything. Now let's come to the I think everyone is getting what is the connection between nowadays between AI and cybersecurity. Now let's come to some of the okay, let me, it is very small, put it that small. Can everyone see the advantages and benefits portion? Can you see it on your screens? Sorry, I can't hear anyone. Is
Yes, sir, we can.
okay. Sure. Okay, let me show you again. Yeah. So these are some of the advantages and benefits of AI when it's come to the cybersecurity. So what are the advantages? First, let's start with let's do like reverse. Like let's start with the disadvantages. So the first disadvantages are the emerging AI powered attacks vectors, adversarial AI and model poisonings, automated malicious tools, sophisticated phishing and deepfakes, ethical concerns like biasness and fairness in like the changes in algorithm and everything. Then the accountability and transparency, over reliance on AI, talent shortage and skill gaps. So these are some of the disadvantages of AI when it comes to the cybersecurity. Now let's see some of the advantages of AI when it's come to the cybersecurity. First, it enhances the threat detection. Second, it gives you the real-time anomaly detection. Third, predictive threats. I already told you how Israel is using predictive AI in its conflict with Israel, like Israel using in its conflict with Palestine. Then is your automated incident response. Then your rapid containment and redemption, security automation and workflow optimization, vulnerability management and risk assessment. So from these advantages and disadvantages, we can clearly evaluate that the AI has both the uses. It is beneficial for us as well, and there are some of the disadvantages to it as well. Now, let's see some of the laws related to AI and cybersecurity in India. So I think we are running short of time, so I will like fasten up my presentation. So some of the laws which are currently exist in India. First is foremost, every law student must know is Information and Technology Act, your IT Act 2000. So what is this? It is your core law for cyber crimes. All your cyber crimes will be covered under the IT Act of 2000. Next, your Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, which is specifically made for the protection of your data, and it is I will say much more advanced and much more better law as compared to the IT Act of 2000, because it is very comprehensive in its nature, and it is actually takes its inspiration from Europe's your GDPR Act of 2016, which is get enforced in 2018. I think a lot of you must be aware about that particular European act also. Next is your Indian Computer Emergency Response Teams directives. They give directives to the attacks which happens in India related to the cyber crimes. Then your latest is your telecom cybersecurity draft rules 2025. So what it's do, it protects the your telecom industry from the cyber attacks. And now recently your AI regulation bill 2025 has been proposed in India. Let's see whether it's going to be passed in parliament or not. It is still up in the question. Some of the landmark judgments in when we talk about the cyber security, it's not specifically AI but the cyber security as well. So the first one is your landmark case of Shreya Singhal versus Union of India 2015, which I think everyone is aware that it is struck down the section 66A of IT Act, which restrict the freedom of speech and expression. And actually this landmark case actually shaped your cyber law in India very drastically. Then is your very again popular KS Puttuswamy versus Union of India 2017. It is famously known as the Aadhaar card case as well, which actually protects your right to privacy as a fundamental right. Then recently two very popular cases. I will recommend everyone to go and read these cases thoroughly, which are ANI versus OpenAI 2024. So let me give you a little bit brief about what is the issue in this particular case, in the ANI case. So I think most of you are aware that ANI is a news agency in India. So actually it filed a case against the your OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. So what are their claims are? They are claiming that AI like ChatGPT is using their data without giving them the royalties. So it is the first major AI copyright case in India. Go and read this case, follow this case. Next case is your State Bank of India versus Pallav 2025. Again, the judgment has out for this particular case. Read this. This is very also highly recommended. It is ruled basically on AI generated financial fraud under the IT Act. So these two cases, I think most of your students are already aware about the Shreya Singhal versus Union of India and KS Puttuswamy. I think go and read them also. But I am presuming that I think every law student, or even not even law student, or the people who are in the field of cybersecurity must know about these two cases, because these two cases are became the backbone of modern cyber laws in India, because it protects your lot of fundamental rights under the Part 3 of Indian Constitution. But I will highly recommend to go and please in detail read the ANI versus OpenAI 2024. We do not have the I do not have the privilege of time to explain this case in detail, but I will say it is highly recommended. Now, yeah, some of the recommendations. So before coming to the recommendations, let's little bit talk about also now the use of AI under the international humanitarian law. So how many of you are aware about the IHL, International Humanitarian Law? Again, raise your hands. Okay, one, two. Okay, only two people know about the IHL. So let me explain a little bit about the IHL. So IHL is your international humanitarian law, which actually come in play whenever there is a war. So basically, in short term, we can say it is a law of war, under which there are four Geneva Conventions and its protocols as well. Now, traditionally, under the IHL, your cyber security is not considered as a part. So remember, all your four Geneva Convention on which your IHL is based is for protection of civilians, protection of hospitals, protections of people working in the land, or people traveling through sky. So your Geneva Convention, your four Geneva Convention protect all the traditional modes of wars, but it not talks about your it not talk about your cyber security. But the advancement of AI, what it does now, now your IHL is, or your Geneva Convention, even the Red Cross Society, I think everyone is aware about the Red Cross Society, one of the biggest independent humanitarian organization which have the huge impact on IHL. Now start talking, since 2020, start talking about involving the artificial intelligence and cyber security both as the part of IHL. Remember that IHL is also changing. That means your traditional way of fighting war has been changed. So it is a very big change when it comes to the AI and cybersecurity, that now it is also going to become the part of IHL. Currently, we do not have any international convention on AI and cybersecurity when it comes to the IHL, but I think soon, I think it's upcoming, like next 3 to 4 years, we are definitely going to see some kind of international convention on this particular issue. If we are not going to see the convention on this issue under the IHL, then it will be very tragic, because now we can see in the wars like Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine, even in the Syrian conflict, the use of AI and this and cyber attacks has been huge. So I think it's a very high time the international community, not only the international community, but our national legislature should also make a proper legislatures on AI and cybersecurity. Currently, we have a lot of legislature for cybersecurity. As I already mentioned you, the IT Act, your Data Protection Act 2023. But I think we need much better laws in this field again. Now, some of the recommendation. Now, the some of the recommendation which I make. These are recommendations which are not very specifically related to your artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, because keeping in mind, like, today's our main aim is to train our future leaders. So I make a general recommendation regarding to artificial intelligence. So I will especially urge all the students from whichever field you are, please listen these recommendations very carefully, because the life is going, all of our lives are going to change drastically within next, I will say, 7 years, where we are going to see lot of competition in our workforce, and I think the law students are also going to face huge problem. So these kind the these recommendations are general recommendation, that how you can enhance your skills and how you can compete, I will say, in the era of AI. So let's see those recommendations. The first is your develop your human centric skills that AI struggles to replicate. Still now, I already told you, we are not on the stage of self-awareness AI. We are still on the limited memory machinery stage, which is the second stage of AI. Soon we are going to move to the third stage, which is the theory of mind stage, in which the AI are going to perform much more role as compared to humans. It is going to be reality within, I will say, 10 years. That's the normal prediction, not my prediction, but the predictions of other scientists as well. So how we are going to deal in this kind of situation? So the first thing we need to see is how we can develop our human centric skills, like the empathy, emotional intelligence, creativity. ethical decision making, complex problem solving, we have to go to the deep research. I think if some of you follows Elon Musk or any famous, I will say, uh, business tycoons, which are very reformative in their particular field, they all are suggesting to fight with AI to find the jobs in the era of AI. We all need go to the basic of the research. Like we need to more focus on the ground research, which AI can't do. Okay, so we need to focus on our very human centric skills, which AI is not going to do, even when if it comes to come on its third stage. The fourth stage, the self awareness stage, will be I will say it is really far away, but let's start preparing at least for the third stage of AI. Second, develop AI literacy. So not only attend the AI lectures like these, but go and enroll yourself in some of the courses which are run by IITs. So there are 1 year course for artificial intelligence in which they are going to teach you not only what is AI and everything. They are going to tell you how to use AI. So you have to become habitual using AI. You should like use AI, not become dependent on them. Don't become the slave of AI. Make AI your slave. Okay. Next is your, you need to upskill continuously. You need to brushing up your skill continuously. You have to learn daily. The days of ki itna hi pad liya bahut hai has been gone. Okay, you now your competition is not with humans. You not need to survive with humans, you need to survive with AI now. So to survive with AI, you need to understand AI. So you need to constantly, because the technology is developing so rapidly, so rapidly that we have to upskill ourselves. There is no more choice. Even the law students, we generally tend to stick ourselves to the theoretical part of the AI. We love to read about, okay, the AI law is going to be this, the cyber law is going to be this, let's talk about that, but we do not know its technicality, how AI work, how in LLM models we feed our knowledge, how we feed data in it, how ChatGPT is working right now. So we need to learn it very deeply now. The fourth recommendation is work in AI augmented role. Again, the future is not going to be well, it is like not going to be human versus AI, but it is going to be human plus AI. So if you are not going to able to upskill yourself and not going to make yourself human plus AI level, then it will become a human versus AI, because then AI will beat you. So you have to learn to you need to enhance your skill, that how you are going to work with AI. So your field has been changed now drastically. Next recommendation, focus on interdisciplinary and hybrid roles, combine AI with other fields, like create future proof careers, build networks and collaborations like this. You can, I will give a small suggestion to the host that whenever you host a conference, a lecture on something like AI, then I think there should, it will be good if you share the context to everyone, so that everyone will be able to connect even after that particular conference, so that we will be updated. So the, like you guys, you are the students, you guys can update me. It is not always necessary that we faculties have to update you. A lot of my students come and update me and teach me, sir, this AI work like this thing, that. So what we can do, we can build a network and collaboration of people who will be focused on protecting their careers and futures when it comes to the AI. And the next and the last one, the recommendation which I will love to give is the push for ethical and human centric AI policies. We all need to work, we especially people in the legal fraternity need to work towards that. Yes, AI is reality. We can't put we can't send back AI back, like we can't send it like पीछे जा भाई नहीं, ये नहीं होने वाला. AI is there, AI is reality, but what we need to make sure that the policies which are going to come in future in India or internationally, there should be human oversight over it. Because if there are not going to be human oversight, then there are going to be very negative impacts of AI. I can give you some of the examples of it. Lot of have you listen you must have listened about the drone project of USA in Afghanistan and Pakistan. So what happened in those drone attacks? A lot of civilians were killed because it was the AI was fed wrong information of that there were terrorists. So these kind of major incident could happen if there are no human oversight. Plus, we also need to decide how much human oversight need to be there. Is it going to be 50-50? Is it going to be 80-20? Now it is going to be depending upon the nature of technology also. So we need to push for ethical and human-centric AI policies, because it will not only help us as a humans to protect ourselves or give us better options when it comes to the AI, but it is also going to generate a lot of new work also. Because we need to understand, when industrial revolution happened, a lot of people lost their jobs, but at the end it happened. But a lot of people survived. Only those people survived who enhanced their skills, who learned how to live with machine, the modern machinery. Now the same thing is going to happen with our generation also, with the AI. We, no matter what, we have to enhance our skill. We have to find the ways where we can create new jobs opportunities for all of us, not only for ourselves. Okay, I will say we should be selfish. Okay, first we need to take care of ourselves. So the selfish mode came in a way to enhance your skills when it comes to the AI by learning the technology itself. But we also try to create a ecosystem where we can help others to find jobs as well. We should start our businesses which are related to AIs also, and make those businesses and jobs cyber security pact. We should use AI to protect our businesses and future jobs, because our future jobs and businesses, lot of them are going to be in online mode itself. Even the teaching is going to happen in online mode. If anyone of you are aware of NEP 2020, even in that the UGC recommended is the 60-40 ratio of studying. Now the study, the 60% of study are going to be in the online mode, like the courses from Coursera or NPTL. So these kind of courses you have to do and get the credit from there, give the examinations there, and the 40% need to be taught by the faculties. Lot of universities are still holding on this NEP. Lot of universities are start applying on NEP 2022 on 2020. So let's see what future is going to hold for us. I will suggest be positive, be optimistic, but we need to take precautions. So I think I'm done with my presentations, and thank you so much. And the question whether AI is a friend or foe. So the answer say, let's make AI your, I will say, not a very politically right word, a slave. Use it as a slave. We should make it AI our slaves. We should not make it as our friend or foe, because it is none. Okay, it is a machine. We should remember, and we should use it as a machine. We should, I think we should use it as much as possible, but again, with keeping the thought in the mind, we are not, we shall not become the slave of it. It should be our slave. Now I will end my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful and engaging session. We truly appreciate the way you have simplified such a complex topic and shared your valuable experiences with us. Now, moving ahead, we will open the floor for the Q&A session. Dear participants, if you have any questions, kindly drop them in the chat box. We'll take them one by one, and sir will be happy to clarify them for you.
I think Roshan have a question.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you are audible, Roshan.
Uh, Thank you for the this insightful session for us. It's a so very good session for me. And my questions are how we use of AI tools, just as I with several of many of tools in AI to use of in a field of cybersecurity, sir.
So your question is how to use AI tools
Yeah,
in more productive way, correct?
yeah, yeah, sir. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let me give you an example. So let's see. So the best, like the current AI, like which is available to all of us, is the Chat GTP or Gemini AI or like your Grok AI, correct? So how to use those tools? So the first thing is that you need to keep in your mind that you have to use a very key specific words. Lot of people are using these LLM models as a Google search, only normal Google search. Actually, they are more than that. They can help you to make presentations. They can help you to do a lot of things. But again, once that AI gives you the answer of your question, go and recheck it with your peer review articles, the articles which are written by good researchers, because by that you can check the content which AI is providing you. Again, I already told you AI is providing a lot of wrong information when it comes to the legal field currently. So be very careful. Use it. I am not denying it. Okay, if a lot of students I can see, they must be thinking, "Arey, sir ne to bol diya assignment mat hi banao." Like you don't need to make any assignment with the help of Chat GTP. Okay, you can take the idea from it, but don't depend on it. Like suppose tomorrow, if you want to present an, I will say, new business model to an MSME. Okay, what you can do, you can type like the like the keywords, like like what are the latest trends and the fields in which we should submit our startup, something like that. It will give you certain recommendations. Go and read those recommendations, then apply your own mind whether these are feasible or not. Not completely dependent on it. You have to, again, it's a machine. It's okay, you have to cross verify it, cross check it, and again think from your brain also, because it is already providing you already the information which is existing. It is not generating something new. Remember this. Right now our LLM models are not generating anything new. We are all they are actually using the data which is already available. So the MSME ideas, which are startup ideas, which are he's going to give you, it is already existing in some way or another, or someone is already presenting it. So be careful. You I think some of you are law student, lot of copyrights can happen, a lot of copyright case can happen against all of you guys. So go, take the help. I'm not denying it to use AI. Use AI as much as you can, but go verify, check it. And the best way which I do, I will put the suggestion which AI gives, put it on your board. Like if it give me the 10 suggestion, after 10 suggestion, I am going to find only one suggestion which is going to be useful. Then in that one particular suggestion, then I will start doing my research, like old time research. I go to the Google scholars, I go to the other search engines where I can find good research article on that particular topic, and then I will start reading it. So use it like this way, then you will never gonna face any difficulty. Otherwise, the plagiarism will gonna come, the other things will gonna come. And there are ways to remove the plagiarism from ChatGPT, which I'm not going to tell you because all of you are students. So your faculties are going to kill me if they got to know that I already told you how to make assignment from ChatGPT, complete assignment within 5 minutes, and remove it even without using any other your AI tool. So use it, but the way which I told you, go do your basic research after it. Ask his help, then do your traditional research. Correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
One
good evening, sir.
one more question, sir.
Yes.
So which type of law are you coming belongs to from law? Which type of laws are you faces in cybersecurity, sir?
I didn't get your question.
Sir, I think you belongs to law field, sir. Right, sir?
Yes. Yes.
Sir, so which type of problems and you faces in cybersecurity area, sir?
Please can help me someone to. Sorry, Roshan. I'm really sorry. Do you speak in Hindi, Roshan?
Yes, sir, sir.
हाँ,
सर
आप हिंदी
क्या
में बता सकते हैं.
सर क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि आप लॉ के प्रॉब्लम्स को इन साइबर सिक्योरिटी फील्ड में कैसे फेस करते हैं, सर?
Okay, what are the challenges we as a legal fraternity face when
Yes,
it comes to the cyber security? Okay, the first thing we all face is our own lack of knowledge. That's the first thing, because in even in law colleges, I will blame, I think, ourselves also. Faculties, we I will not blame our faculties also, because we have very limited time. Aapka hardly we get like 60 days to complete the course. We have to do the task also. So we are unable to tell in detail how the cyber security works, how these cyber attacks happens. So for that, I will recommend universities to conduct some special sessions with the experts from this IT field who can teach better than a law faculty. It's a reality. The other problem which we face is a lack of knowledge of our parliamentarian on the modern technologies, because they are very far behind when it comes to the making law, especially when it comes to the AI. I think all the law student knows, our like internet came in the 80s and everything start happening. The first international convention come on unilateral model law in 1996, on which we base our law. Why it can't be we first as an Indian or as a legal expert can make the law first and then international community follow us? It is always other way around. The international law came first or the European law came first and then we follow. The same thing happened with the GDPR also. So the GDPR, that your General Data Protection Act regulations, 2016 came in European Union in 2016. Our data protection law came in 2023. So we are approximately 7 to 10 years behind when it's come to the formation of legislatures. So
yes, sir.
this is the second biggest issue which we face. And yes, other students.
सर मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ आपसे हिंदी में सर प्लीज
जी
इफ यू
बिल्कुल
हैव
बिल्कुल अनुज, प्लीज
सर
गो अहेड।
मुझे ये पूछना था सर जैसे कि यूरोप कंट्रीज एंड यूएस कंट्रीज 25 टू 30 इयर्स आगे हैं सर हमसे अगर वो एआई में भी आगे तो हेल्प क्यों कर रहे हैं सर वो इजराइल की लाइक फॉर इनोसेंट चिल्ड्रंस एंड इन्फेंट्स को मारने में सर जैसे कि वो उनको ब्लेम करा गया है जैसे ओपन मीटिंग में इन यूएस बाय माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एम्प्लॉयज से ही तो सर अगर वो स्पॉन्सर भी थे एम्प्लॉयज जो सर वहाँ पे करके गए हैं कि नारेबाजी तो लेकिन अगर थे भी तो उसमें सच्चाई कितनी है और अगर एआई इतना खतरनाक है तो वो सर फ्रेंड कैसे है हमारी ह्यूमैनिटी का
देखो अनुज, there are three words. I'm going to give you three words. First, your IHL, International Humanitarian Law. Second, your international diplomacy. Okay, and the third one is your hypocrisy. So these three words goes together when it's come to the international politics. IHL, international diplomacy, and hypocrisy. So we have to see, like, you are correct. Firstly, I would like to correct you. Israel not only taking help from USA or using US technology. Actually, Israel have lot of native technology. So we cannot completely blame USA or Western countries to provide technology to Israel. When it comes to the artificial intelligence, Israel is already a very advanced society when it comes to the technology. Second is your IHL. IHL is a toothless law basically, and there are complications, because जो complications आते हैं वो उसके enforcement में आते हैं, ठीक है? तो क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल लॉ जो होता है बेटा वो हमेशा कंसेंट पे चलता है. इंटरनेशनल लॉ ऑलवेज वर्क ऑन कंसेंट, नॉट ऑन योर विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर हंटर. अगर हंटर से भी चलेगा तो वो भी हंटर उसका चलेगा जिसके पास ज्यादा पैसा है और पावर है. इट्स द रियलिटी. Okay, and the third is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, we all are hypocrite, especially when it comes to the international politics. Even India is also hypocrite, because India will also protect its interests, USA will protect its interests, and Israel will protect its interests. But in all of this, we should not forget that we should always be on the side of law. We should always try to apply IHL as much as possible. We all should always advocate for IHL as much as possible. There are a lot of IHL violation which happened in the conflict of Israel and Palestine. It's a fact. And then the last part of your question, then अगर AI इतना dangerous है, then how it can be our friend? मैंने तो बोला ही नहीं ये friend है. I will say make it as your slave. Use it as much as you can. But मशीन का हर तरीके से आप there are two ways to use a machine. One is a wrong way, one is a right way. People like us, we use internet for our research work. We also use it for like connecting with people, giving good lectures, connecting with each other, so it's a good way. But people use internet for the things like drugs sell, okay, the other notorious or criminal activities done through internet, like the cyber attacks and everything. So it depends on the person how you use the technology. It's not the technology which is bad, it is us humans, it is upon us how we are going to use it. Okay, it depends. आपके हाथ में बंदूक है, if I give you the traditional example, अगर मैं आपके हाथ में एक बंदूक दे दूं आज, now it depend upon you. You will protect the society will with it, or you will go and go on a mass shooting. So it's not the machinery which is bad, it is the person who is using it and their intention. So we need to make the separation of it. AI बेटा रियलिटी है, AI को अब कोई हटा नहीं सकता. ओके, सो वो आप भूल जाओ, वो आपको इसके साथ अब रहना ही रहना है. बट अब आपको उसके साथ कैसे रहना है ये डिसाइड आपको करना है. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
Thank you, sir.
I think Shreya has, I think, raised her hand.
Yeah. Hello, sir. My question is, what legal reforms do you foresee in AI and cybersecurity law in the next 5 years?
Well, I expect a lot of reforms in AI, but the thing is that whether they are going to happen or not, I have to be practical as well. The first thing which I want is a proper definition of AI and different classifications of AI, which is very necessary to define right now. Because, again, taking the example, in 2024, in General Assembly of United Nations, there was a resolution came, and the resolution was about to discuss about the definitions of your AWS, or automated weapon systems, which are driven by your artificial intelligence. So you will find very interesting, out of 195 countries, none agree that what should be the definition of AWS. So that's the reality. Like no one wants to even. So we are still at a stage where we are not getting agree what is the what shall be the definition of AWS, let alone what are the legislature are going to be. But there, India has to start somewhere. So I will start with, like, India should give its own definition. India should give its own perspective, and we can bring on the amendments and the changes in the law later on. But I think we should start right away. And I think the bill has already been introduced, and the draft seems pretty decent, but there are certain things which need to be changed. But let's see what is going to happen. And yes, that's all. And another fun fact: leave the AI. International community even not agree on the definition of terrorism. Still now we do not have a internationally recognized one definition of terrorism. India has its own definition of terrorism, China has its own, Russia, Western nations, USA. So everyone has having different, like, so we have to navigate between all these challenges anyhow. And let's see. And especially I'm more concerned about the situations and the violations of human rights, which might gonna help, which gonna happen because of the AI, especially when it comes to the privacy rights. Although KS Puttaswamy put it very clear that right to privacy is your fundamental right, even digitally and everything, that you can bring people for accountability. But the thing is that how AI is going to be used, not only by the government, but also the private sectors. Okay, so the privacy portion is very, I will say, right now it's very questionable. And misinformation. AI will generate a lot of, it's already generating a lot of misinformation. And I feel like my heart goes in pain when I see law student like doing such a bad research when it comes to the news. Nowadays, I will recommend all the law students, forget law student, everyone, do not stick to one news channel. No. Go and you have to read 2 to 3 news channels, and it should be for different ideological background. because right now we are seeing every news channel have its own political views and political like thinking. Okay, so go and read from everyone and then come to your own conclusion, because today's finding truth is become very hard. And the same thing is happening on the internet. Deep fake videos are coming up. Although you can use AI, actually it's a good portion also. uh, with the help of AI, we can identify which videos are deepfake or which are not. So we can use AI to make deepfake, but we also can use the other way around. So again, it depends upon us how we are going to use the AI. Okay. Next question, please.
Thank you, sir. And Anjali has a question that can a machine be an agent?
Can
A machine be an agent?
a machine be an agent? Agent in what sense? Agent can be in a lot of sense. In what sense she is asking? Because if we're going to read in various law, so there are word use agent in every law. Agent is been word used in differently. But okay, let's simplify her question. Let's take agent. We can take like we can think like she's giving the reference of agent as our assistants, correct? We can keep it like, let's go with that. Yes, AI can be an agent. AI can be our assistants. Use it as an agent. Use it as an assistance. Just don't become over dependent on it. Again, use it. Use as much as you want to use it, but don't become over dependent. Take help. Go after taking the help. Reads the topics. Go and do your traditional research. That will the best way to use current AI system, because currently LLM models are not 100% correct, but in coming future they are going to be. But again, we need to make your future like very secure when it comes to the employability, because the AI can replace you then if AI is doing better work than you. So I will say start focusing on your traditional research. Okay, questionnaire, interviews, and everything. Start focusing on that things which AI can't do right now. Okay, so by that way you will be ahead of AI. So focus on that. Next question. I will say it shall be the last one.
Thank you, sir.
Sham.
And
I think
Prashant also
Sham.
had a question. Yes, Sanyam.
I think it's Sham or Sayam. I think Sayam has a.
Yeah.
Yes, Sayam.
Sayam. Sir, first of
Yes.
all, I would like to thank for this session. Sir, my question is that how can a nice student use carefully AI in research or data collection?
आपकी वॉइस थोड़ी इंटरप्ट हो रही है, प्लीज कैन यू रिपीट? आप दोबारा से थोड़ा सा क्लियरली
Sir,
बोलिए.
my question is how AI for research in data collection.
Sayam, I think none of us can hear you properly, so I will suggest please आप एक मैसेज जो है अपना क्वेश्चन जो है वो ड्रॉप कर दीजिए फास्ट, so I will answer it.
Thank you.
जल्दी से आप मैसेज डाल दीजिए within a minute. So no more question. I think I will end my session over here because I'm literally tired. Before that, today I attended like 6 to 7 lectures, so it's been very hectic day.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
How we connect with us, sir? How we connect with you, sir?
Roshan, you can go and connect with me on LinkedIn. I think the organizers will. I think they will give you my LinkedIn ID. They have it.
Sir, can you put that's a PPT in group, sir? That's why it's so very useful for.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to put my LinkedIn link in the message?
Yes, sir. That's
actually my LinkedIn is not connected with the laptop. I have not opened it, so
okay,
it will take a little bit time.
That links
yes, so I will go to
coordinator.
Yeah, sure. Sayam Singh's question, sir: how a law student uses AI carefully for data collection in research? Again, you can't use AI in data collection right now, because the data which it is going to provide you, it is already published by someone else, or it is going to provide you a data which is altered. यानी कि अगर सपोज आज मैंने एज अ रिसर्चर मैंने जाके आज 50 लोगों का इंटरव्यू लिया है, ठीक है, और इंटरव्यू में जो क्वेश्चनियर्स थे, ओके, वो भी इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल होंगे, सब कुछ होगा, और डाटा की कितने % लोगों ने किस आंसर का कितना जवाब दिया, वो सब कुछ होगा। आज का जो अभी आपका चैट जीटीपी है, वो कोई नया डाटा आपको नहीं देगा, वो आपका वो मेरा वाला डाटा देगा, अगेन वो प्लेजरिज्म हो जाएगा। सो डोंट गो फॉर डाटा कलेक्शन ओवर देयर, अगेन गो फॉर द आइडियाज, क्योंकि हम कई बार वी ऑल गेट लाइक शॉर्टन अप विद द आइडियाज, हमारे पास आइडियाज नहीं होते, हम भूल जाते हैं, बहुत वर्कलोड है, और इंसान इतने सारे आइडियाज कलेक्ट नहीं कर सकता। देन अगेन यूज एआई फॉर आइडिया, नॉट डाटा कलेक्शन। Okay, and I will give you the better site. Go for Google Scholar. There are a lot of good research articles. Go and read it. Again, थोड़ा सा hard work करो, ठीक है? And yes, you can do one more thing. Like if you want a good research article on particular topic, suppose, then you can ask AI. Go and recheck it. Read that article, so you can collect the your study material from it as well, so use it like that, because अगर आप उससे डाटा मांगने जाएंगे, रिसर्च का डाटा मांगने जाएंगे, वो आपको रिसर्च का डाटा गलत दे देगा। और इंडिया में एक्चुअली रिसर्च जो एक्चुअली लॉ स्टूडेंट्स को इतना क्लियर नहीं होता, क्योंकि बता दो, जो आपका ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्म ऑफ रिसर्च होता है बेटा, उसमें हमेशा जो प्रॉपर रिसर्च होता है वो आपका डाटा कलेक्शन होता है, और वो जो डाटा कलेक्शन होता है इट शुड बी ओरिजिनल, एंड दैट डाटा कलेक्शन शुड बी फ्रॉम योर सर्वेज, ओके, फ्रॉम योर इंटरव्यूज एंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। And certain research methodology also happen in law, where you can go for doctoral, in which you will go for already published articles, and from that you will extract the knowledge and you will contribute something new after it. For that research method, or for that research methodology, you can use AI by asking the articles for that particular topic. और पर अगेन वो आपको आर्टिकल हर बार सही नहीं देता, और उसका जो जेस्ट होता है वो भी सही नहीं देता, आपको दोबारा जाके वो आर्टिकल एक बार पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा अगर आपको एकदम करेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए, क्योंकि वो उसका जो एक्सट्रैक्ट होता है, उस कई बार सिर्फ उसका जो एक्सट्रैक्ट होता है वो भी मिसमैच कर देता है। तो इस चीज का थोड़ा बी केयरफुल, बट यूज इट फॉर आइडिया। रिसर्च पेपर के लिए आप लोग यूज कर सकते हैं कुछ गुड आइडियाज फॉर इट।
Thank you, sir. As we come to the close of today's session, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, Mr. Sumar Malik, for sharing his valuable
One more
insights.
thing. Sorry, Harshita, I am interrupting you. My name is Sumer Malik, not Sumar. You put double A in it, it's a single A.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For sharing his invaluable insights on this important theme, AI and cybersecurity, friend or foe. A special thanks to Naksh Foundation for giving us this platform under the CyberShield initiative to spread awareness and knowledge. Before we close, a quick reminder, please take a moment to fill out the feedback form which is shared in the chat box. It is mandatory to eligible for the certification of participation, but more importantly, your feedback helps us improve future sessions. Thank you to all the participants for joining us and making this webinar interactive and meaningful. We look forward to our continued support in our upcoming session. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next session.
And please be ready for AI and start taking extra courses whichever institute is providing. Even if Naksh Foundation is going to provide how to use AI, then enroll in that particular program. It is going to be very useful. Not only go for theoretical part, go for the practical part now for the law student as well.
Sir, can you please drop your email address in the chat box or contact number, anyone of?
Yeah. I think my LinkedIn ID is already been shared. So yes, Anuj, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay, and drop me a message.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.